Hi. I have tried to record this vlog like 5 fucking times. And every fucking time I do, somebody calls. Nobody ever calls me. Nobody ever calls me. The minute I try to do this call, nobody will fucking leave me alone, is driving me insane. So finally, I turned my thing on Do Not Disturb. I locked my fucking bedroom door, and I'm recording this, and I don't edit. So you're just gonna have to take this anger, or you can, like, turn it off or put on some Bach or whatever you want to do. I don't know. Anyway, I am feeling so frustrated right now. Oh my gosh. Leave me alone and let me do my vlog. Anyway, how are you guys? I hope you're doing better than me. I am just feeling blucky. I know I've been infrequent, and it's been because I'm grieving and because I'm angry and because I was on ketamine therapy like for a little while, and I have a story about that, but it raised my blood sugar like a lot. So beware, if you do ketamine therapy, it might be raising your blood sugar tremendously. So much so that I had to get off the ketamine, not take it anymore, like right away. Because I wasn't connecting it. I thought it was due to the grief eating that I was doing. Um, but it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, it's exacerbated it certainly. But when I went back to my regular eating, nothing went down. So it was the ketamine. So I stopped taking it. Um, so I guess there's a little withdrawal there. Don't let anybody tell you there's not. So it was helping, but like my blood sugar got up to like 397. One of the other things that's been bothering me lately is that I've been incredibly frustrated and feeling a little manic and a little bit angry. Um, I feel like um, I have ADHD. I'm going to talk to my doctor next week, and my head doctor. I have one of those, and ask him tell him to ask me whatever appropriate questions for criteria there are for, because I have all of them, all except for the excessive spending, and that's not like for everybody. Like I will spend a lot on like a hobby, like I'll go all in, you know. There's only like one hobby I really like stuck with, and that is growing mushrooms. I freaking love to grow mushrooms. But just as kind of an example on why I think I have this ADHD, just one of the reasons my some dirt came for me to grow mushrooms with, and I love to grow mushrooms. This is I got excited the minute I saw the dirt. I was like, ooh, let's go downstairs and plant this, because I've got this. I was depressed for a long time because I had grown some mushrooms and they were going along fine, and then I had an infestation of these flies. They're light fruit flies, but they're anyway, it's mushroom flies. They're called porphid flies. They're terrible and they suck. And I had lost a crop, and I got really depressed and didn't grow any mushrooms until my husband built me a giant ET tent downstairs. Um, Look it up. Anyway, then there's another. It's a big giant like biohazard room with special fans and stuff like that. So now there's no contaminants that can get into my mushrooms. I have no problem with the mycelial stage of it. Everything that I do there seems to be fine. Grow mycelium like that. What I have a problem with is not getting porphid flies. So I had to get rid of everything, built the tent, and some dirt came, and I was like, oh, let's go downstairs and plant it. But he said, well, I said, get me a couple trays, and I gave him a few things to do. And then he turns to me and says, wouldn't you rather use the blank, 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 blank? By that time, I was like, fuck it, forget it. That was Saturday. I still haven't done it. Again, he just short circuited all of my plans by correcting me, and it made me feel stupid. It wasn't his fault. He was just giving me a suggestion. But wouldn't you rather part just like felt corrective to me, and I got really defensive because he short circuited my thought process, not because I was mad at him. And that's one of the things I'm starting to realize, is that I'm not mad at him. I am mad at my own brain and frustrated. So, although I cannot diagnose myself with this, I'm pretty sure that it's going to be agreed that I do have it. And then they'll probably like give me Vyvanse or Adderall or some horrible stuff. I guess it'd probably help me. I don't know. So we'll see. That's one of the reasons I get infrequent. I have a hard time initiating tasks. My brain is screaming at me to do stuff, but I can't move. Um, in that stage where you just can't, you quite don't know where to start. So I thought rather than feeling sorry for myself, I would come on and vlog for a little while and let you guys know what was up and why I've been infrequent and silly and not. I felt lazy and I felt like I was a bitch and I felt like I just couldn't do stuff because I must just be lazy. That's what I've been told my whole life is that I'm not lazy. My brain works a million miles an hour. If I was lazy, I wouldn't be sitting where I am right now. I'd be like in a ditch somewhere with a needle in my arm or something. Not that I've ever done that. It's just, I mean, it's some alternate universe. I mean, I must be not that lazy because I got where I am today. So I don't know. I felt lazy and I felt angry at my husband for like it's like my brain has got a lot of stuff and it's a lot of information. It's right there. But then if he comes along and puts another thought in, like, wouldn't you rather use this? It's all cobwebs. So it's like, it's all spider webs or whatever. So it just goes. And I was like, you just messed up everything that was stimulating me, everything that was making me excited, everything. He doesn't, I mean, we're trying to adjust to this. Like, cause like I said, I'm pretty sure that my head doctor is going to agree that I have this. So, yeah, that's what's going on with me. And so I felt, I don't know, a little depressed. And also, the ketamine was raising my blood sugar so much I couldn't use it anymore. So I don't have that to fall back on in case I feel anxious. And I don't do much Xanax. I do like Xanax. I do 0.5, and then 1 when I go to bed because I hate being sleepy. I hate it. And I heard that like Adderall makes you sleepy. I heard that it winds you up and so it can knock you. It feels like, I mean, is it going to really help my symptoms or is it just going to tire me out so that nobody has to deal with me? Is anybody with me on that? Like my brother, for example, he took a lot of pills because he had schizoaffective, and towards the end, I believe he was truly psychotic. But there were times when I wanted him to take his pills and I wanted him to do it so he would leave me alone and go to sleep. And sometimes I wonder if my husband feel, here, have your pills. Yeah. So I'm hoping that these symptoms, like go away, or at least I can learn how to deal with what I'm feeling. And now I understand that I'm not angry at him. I'm angry at my own brain because spider webs. Not really much else going on. I've been studying cults. I've been hyperfixated on Jonestown and Father Divine. They are both fascinating men who did, I kind of think of them as Cartmans from South Park. They did all the right things for the absolute wrong reasons, but it didn't look like it because people couldn't see through their shysterism. But that's why I study things like this. I study people. I've been studying people since I was little. Like, I read books about biographies. I very rarely read anything that's nonfiction. I did read a lot of Stephen King when I was in high school. But that was to avoid typing class, because look at these hands. There's nothing about typing with these hands. So I have this tiny keyboard. Like, my keyboard is, like, here's my keyboard. So yeah, because my hands are tiny. And when I play video games, even like online, I'm not a keyboard user. I'm a clicker. That's what they call me, a clicker. I'm good, just as good as anybody who uses a keyboard. But I'm a clicker. I use my mouse completely. Just one hand. Just use my mouse for everything. Or a controller. I love my 360 controller. What is it? Yeah, a little pink thing. It's somewhere. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. I've ranted long enough. Blood sugar's high, going keto for 4 or 5 days, which means I have to like work out more, right? So yeah, because my blood sugar's high, so like no carbs. I'm going like almost completely no carb, like very, very, very low carb. as my blood sugar was like I said 397, and now it's getting down to the 230s, and even at some point today I was in like the 170s, so that was good. So anyway, it seems like my son is home from school. He goes to college close by. So anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow, hopefully, if I can bring myself to do it. It's hard to initialize the tasks, and I'll let you know whether I have ADHD or whether I'm just lazy and bitchy. I don't know. But anyway, I hope that you guys have a great evening, and remember, whatever's wrong with you, there's nothing wrong with you. You just have to accept it and work with it and help other people understand you. That's what I'm getting. You don't want to make people do things. You want to tell them, this is how I work. This is how my brain works. Here's how we can work together. And I think that's my main goal here. So if I have to take medication, I will. I just hope it doesn't make me sleepy. I hate being sleepy. Anyway, I love you guys, and I will see you later, and I'll try to be more frequent. It's just really hard when you feel so crappy. But hopefully with medication or whatever I'm told to do, breathing exercises, yoga, I don't freaking know. But I'll see you guys later, okay? Have a great night.